I bet y'all said, thank you, God. Okay, so this video is going to be about how I got pregnant. No, how I lost weight twice and got pregnant. Yes. So let's talk about how I had 2 babies after struggling for years. And I researched and looked up crazy stuff, YouTube, Google, on how to conceive, being overweight, you know, just searching. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Okay, so I have 2 kids. One was born 2015 and my second child was born 2016. Yes, they're right behind each other. With my first child, well, wait, let's go back to when I decided I want to have a child. So, I met my boyfriend 2011, but we moved in together 2012. And right off top, I'm like, I want to have a baby. I want to have a child. We wasn't, using protection or anything like that. But we like really was going in, we was like, we just moved in together, so we was like going in, going crazy. And like months passed and I'm like, dang, why I'm not pregnant? Like, I'm like, at the time I really wasn't into all the ovulation and the period tracker and all this that stuff like that. I just knew if you had sex, you would have a baby. So I was just like tripping. I'm like, why haven't I got pregnant yet? Like, it's weird. So I was talking to my boyfriend. I'm like, don't you think it's kind of weird that we haven't had a child? He was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Maybe it's not our time yet. I'm like, okay, whatever. So months and months go by again. I'm like, why am I not pregnant? Like, I was like really trying to get pregnant. Like, I wanted to have a baby. And it still didn't happen. It still didn't happen. And I was like really getting depressed and I was like getting sad because like literally all my friends around me was having babies and I'm just like, I'm like praying like, God, why can't I have a child? Like, what's wrong with me? And I was like, it'll happen when it happens. So I stopped thinking about it and years passed and one of my really, really close friends got pregnant and I was a little jealous. I was like, why she have a baby before me? Me and my boyfriend been together before her, longer than her and her boyfriend. And it kind of made me feel some type of way, but then I had to, get myself together. Like, I can't think like that. I should be happy for my friend. And I ended up calling a OBG and I called OBG to see if I could get some type of medicine, something that helped me conceive. And it was like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of money. And I'm like, what? You got to pay for that? Like, I thought insurance covered that. So I was like, do I really want to go in or should I just keep trying on my own? Because I put in my head that I cannot conceive. And I never thought about my weight being an issue. I'm gonna get to that part. So I never went to the OBGYN to get tested to see if I could conceive. I did a little research that said that having a lot of cysts, I used to get a lot of cysts on my ovaries, and sometimes that can hurt you with conceiving, but I really was like, okay, so I can't have a child because I have cysts. Like, I put that in my head. So I never went to the doctor. So fast forward to me moving to South Florida. of 2000 and I want to say 13, 2014, the beginning, no, 2013, July. And I was like, yo, something wrong with me. I need to get checked. Like, we've been together 4 years. We never had a baby. Like, I'm getting worried. I'm thinking, like, something really wrong with me. So my crazy self goes on YouTube, go Google, like, stuff that can stop you from having kids, like STD, PCOS. I pretty much diagnosed myself that I had PCOS, that all kind of stuff. I pretty much diagnosed myself. So I ran across something that said being overweight can stop you from conceiving. And I seen something about jacuzzis for the male, jacuzzis, having laptops sit on your lap. So I'm like, ask my boyfriend, like, have you ever studied and had your laptop on, your area down there? He was like, oh yeah. I'm like, you know what? We can't have kids because you did that. So I was like, really like tripping. I started scaring him. Like, I was literally breaking down, crying to him, like, we can't have kids. And I'm getting like so like stressed out about this. So I'm still studying, looking. And I was like, you know what? Like, literally, I prayed. I'm like, God, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know what else to do. I need your help. And I remember going to the doctor just to get a checkup, and something came back, but I ended up getting antibiotics for it or whatever to make my period regular. Like, this doctor really wanted to help me conceive. So because I ended up telling him that I want to have a baby. So something came back, my period was irregular, and I thought that was the reason, but that wasn't the reason. So I was, looking up stuff, and I literally ran across something with weight loss, being overweight, started working out, started eating healthy. So I'm like, okay, I lost weight before, but I didn't have a baby. I lost 50 pounds 2011, still didn't have a baby. So I'm doing all this studying, like my ovulation, period trackers. I'm starting to feel like, I'm trying to learn my body. Because at the time, I'm like, I wasn't thinking about that, but I'm trying to learn my body, like when I'm ovulating. So I'm like, oh, you got to get on top. I'm just talking and telling him what we need to do. So I started working out. I started eating healthy. So 2014, I started eating healthy, started working out a little bit. I literally forgot about me trying to conceive. I stopped thinking about it because I'm like, oh, I'm losing weight. So I'm like doing my thing, not worried about no baby. And I remember going up to my hometown. My cousin was getting married, and I was drinking, like heavy drinking. And my cousin had poured this big old glass of vodka. I'm like, I am not drinking that. Like, that is just nasty. And I remember going back to the hotel, and my friend came over, we're drinking, and I was like, I can't drink this. Like, I'm just feeling like sick. So we ended up coming back home after our little vacation, and I noticed my period was 2 days late. I'm like, my period always is all out of whack. I don't know when it's coming on. So a few days go by, I'm like, hold on now, wait a minute. Hold on. So I'm like getting nervous now. So I'm like, wait a minute, could I be pregnant? Like, could I really be pregnant right now? So I'm on the phone with my mom. My mom like, go get a pregnancy test, girl. Just go get a pregnancy test. I'm like, But I don't think I'm pregnant, mama. Like, I ain't have a child yet. I'm not pregnant. She said, just go get a Dollar Tree test or whatever. So I go to the Dollar Tree, and I didn't see no pregnancy test in the aisle. So I'm like, I ain't pregnant. This a sign I'm not pregnant. So goes to the checkout line. Y'all know how the Dollar Tree had a pregnancy test at the checkout line, and I see one. So remind you, way back, I literally took a pregnancy test every time. My period was not regular. So I was literally taking pregnancy tests every single month. I was going crazy. Every time I didn't get pregnant, I would get upset. So going back to the Dollar Tree. So I ended up getting a pregnancy test. I went home, peed on it, and when I tell you that was the fastest positive test, I couldn't even wipe myself. I was so excited. And I remember telling my boyfriend, I was like, "Babe, I'm pregnant." I'm pregnant. And he was just like, I told you, it's God's time. It's God's time, not your time. I'm like, oh my God, I was so excited. When I tell y'all, if you ever experience like just seeing that positive test, like knowing that you tried to conceive for so long and then you get that first positive test, is like, oh my gosh. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she was like, I told you you was pregnant. My mama knew I was pregnant because when we went home for my cousin's wedding, I ate off my plate, my mama plate, my sister plate, my boyfriend plate. And I ate ice like crazy. I don't even eat ice. And I was like, why am I eating all this ice? And I was dieting. So, there go my daughter. So I was like, why am I eating like this? This is my firstborn. Look, say hi.
Hi.
This is my miracle baby. So, yes. So that happened. I was excited. I went to the hospital. Come to find out, I was pregnant. I was so happy. And 9 months later, this beautiful little girl was born. My baby was breech because I was overweight, and I was 300 pounds, 301 when I went into the hospital. I had high blood pressure, gestational diabetes. I was like, my feet was swelling. I couldn't work. I was just like, it was horrible. But my baby is here with me, and I'm happy. Ain't that right, Maya? Okay. So moving on to my second born. This little guy snuck up on me. Lord, he snuck up on me. So I went through postpartum depression with my daughter. I started back working maybe when she was 6 months. The end of 2015, the beginning of 2016, I was back. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I was back I was working. I was eating right. I was working out, and guess what? April 2016. Was it April or May? It was one of them. No. It was Maya, when your birthday? I had him December 21st. So he literally snuck up on me because I was not trying to have no baby. But I was working out, I was eating right, and I wasn't eating extra healthy like I'm doing now. But I was, eating my 3 meals and my 3 snacks. So I was really going in. I was 274. I maintained 274 after she was born. And I literally was hurting. April, I was hurting so bad in my stomach. And I'm like, what is wrong? And then I was like, I don't think my period came on. So I was waiting. I waited to April, May. So yeah, I waited to the beginning of the month. And my period didn't come on. I was like, hold on now, because I ain't want no more kids. She was going to be my only one. And I remember me and my friend being at our job, and I said, girl, we going to have to go to Walmart because I think I'm pregnant. She was like, what? I said, yes, I think I'm pregnant. So we went to Walmart, and I got literally 5 tests. 5 tests, because I was like, hold on now, something ain't right. Every last one of them tests came back positive. I called my boyfriend. I said, listen, I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. I'm going crazy. He was like, for real? I'm like, yes, I'm pregnant. We did not want to have another child. We was in a 1-bedroom apartment. So, yes. I'm like, what are we going to do? So, December 21st, I end up having another C-section. And my baby boy was born. He was born with club feet. And I blamed my weight loss. I blamed my weight for my kids. My daughter was breech, so she couldn't turn. And my son was born with club feet. And I'm like, maybe they didn't have no. I always diagnose myself. And I was like, maybe it was my weight. So like, after my son, I went into depression again. This time it was worse because I had 2 babies to take care of by myself. Well, their dad was here, but my mom wasn't here. My side of the family wasn't here. So I was like going crazy. And I talked to God a lot, and now I'm able to control. Like, now I'm not getting pregnant. That's not happening. I'm done. So now I'm like, you know, I got so now I'm like, I know my body now. I know when I'm ovulating. I'm on birth control. And I just wanted to share with you guys that it is possible to lose weight and get pregnant. I don't know all the information on that. All I know from what I experienced is that I got pregnant twice while I was losing weight because I was overweight, and I got pregnant. And honestly, I honestly think it will work unless you have some type of medical problem that may stop you from having kids. But you never know. Like, but listen, the doctors couldn't tell me nothing. I talked to God about it. I prayed about it, and it happened. So, listen, go for it. If you're trying to have a baby and you're overweight, I suggest you start eating right, put the right things in your body, start working out, start praying. If you're already praying, pray more. And try not to really think about it so much, because I know when you don't really think about having a child, you have a child. Especially if you're doing something you ain't got no business doing. So, yes, I just wanted to share that with you guys on how I conceived both my childs during my weight loss. And I wish everyone the best of luck that's trying. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just stay faithful and believe that it's going to happen, and speak it into existence. So that's pretty much how I that's how I conceived both my babies. Because I lost weight, I chose to try to eat as healthy as I could with them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was like a straight, it just popped in my head. Let me make a video on how I had both my kids when I lost weight. So yes, you guys, I'm gonna try. Y'all pray for me with the YouTube. I'm gonna try to make more videos for you guys, because y'all say y'all like when I talk and I keep it real. So yeah, y'all make sure you like. Am I doing too much? Like, I'm getting too relaxed. I should be relaxed while I'm making it. Yeah, so yeah, you guys like this video and keep me and my family in prayer. And I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all.